The Duggar family is in the news again, but not because of weddings, feuds, or scandals. It's for a more dramatic purpose: a fresh generation of infants. Within months, rumors have expanded into speculation, and whispers have become confirmations. After years of being questioned about her single status, Jana Duggar has finally announced that she is expecting her first child. Fans were shocked to learn the baby number of Abby Duggar, who is married to Janice's twin brother, John David. 3. Jinger quietly welcomed her third child earlier this year, and Jessa recently gave birth to her sixth. Fans are speculating that Kendra and Lauren might also be concealing pregnancy bumps, which complicates the plot. A family where each new life reveals a larger tale is where happiness, heartache, and limitless speculation collide. The Duggar name has been associated with one thing for almost 20 years: family. The world has seen them rise from 19 kids and counting to the spin-off Counting On. Observed as Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar established a vast dynasty based on rigid customs, beliefs, and most importantly, children. Pregnancy is more than simply a personal achievement in Duggar society. Millions of people watch this public event, a spectacle that spans generations. The burden of legacy hangs over every announcement. Every ultrasound picture is examined as if it belonged to royalty, and every gender reveal seems like a headline. However, the Duggar pregnancy plotline took on a life of its own in 2024 and 2025. Announcements that were confirmed clashed with rumors. Heartbreaking losses contrasted sharply with joyful births. We are reminded that the Duggar narrative never truly ends by Abby's radiant grin, Ginger's calm California chapter, Jessa's ever-rowing family, and Jana's eagerly anticipated disclosure. It just changes. As fans argue over what is true and what is wishful thinking, unverified allegations regarding Kendra and Lauren continue to rage on Reddit and Instagram comment sections. This evening we'll dissect every rumor, truth story, and everything in between. Because a new baby is never simply a baby in the Duggar household. The most complex legacy of reality TV in America continues with this new chapter. Jana Duggar was referred to as the Duggar household Cinderella for many years. As her younger sisters one by one walked down the aisle, donned matching bridesmaid dresses, and held their own newborns, the oldest daughter departed. Fans were speculating about whether Jana would ever get married. Would she ever find out? That maternal experience that shaped so much of her family's identity? The news eventually arrived in August 2025. Jana, who is now 35, announced that she is expecting her first child on social media with a bright photo of herself and her husband, Stephen Wissmann. The caption was straightforward but impactful. "We can't wait. January 2026 will bring a small bundle of happiness." 10 years of rumors vanished with those words, and fans who had been waiting nearly as long as Jana herself showered her with congratulations and tears. After the announcement, the media jumped on it. Folksy, both Page 6 and News featured eye-catching articles highlighting how Jana had defied expectations by becoming the last of the elder Duggar sisters to become pregnant. Fans praised Jana for taking her time, while some conjectured about the constraints she would have faced under Jim, Bob, and Michelle's close supervision. Reddit threads erupted with these comments. Comparisons were unavoidable, of course. As Joanna managed 3 small children, and Jessa received her 6th child, Jana was just starting her adventure as a mother. However, for a lot of people, that was precisely what made the announcement so poignant. It has nothing to do with tardiness. With a husband she picked and a life that felt uniquely hers, it was about at last starting a new chapter on her own terms. Another Duggar surprise came just as fans were still in shock at Jana's long-awaited pregnancy announcement. From her twin brother, John David, and his spouse Abby this time. The pair appeared on Instagram on September 3, 2025, with a picture of a happy person with a message that made the fandom go crazy. "We have a small secret that we have been keeping. Early 2026 will see the arrival of the third child." People immediately took notice of the statement, and within hours it was included into the expanding story that 2025 had officially become the Duggar baby boom. There is nothing more lyrical than the time. In the same season, Jana and her twin brother both became pregnant for the first time. Longtime observers could not help but notice the symbolism. Two journeys, two lives, abruptly coming together once more. Abby, who is well known for her upbeat personality and fashionable attire that frequently contrasts with the family's traditional background, looked stunning during the reveal. Fans congratulated each other in the comments section. Many remarked on how John and Abby appeared to truly love raising their first two kids. Nonetheless, some couldn't help but observe the irony that John, the reserved twin who avoided the spotlight for years, is suddenly outshining his siblings in terms of family size. Instagram users created hashtags like #TwinBabyBliss, and Reddit users made jokes about the Duggar calendar being packed with consecutive baby showers. Beyond the memes, however, John and Abby are quite endearing. Their brand appears stable, healthy, and dare we say it, relatable, in contrast to some of the more contentious Duggar couples. The couple has solidified their position as the family's new generation of celebrities, as the due date for their third child draws near in early 2026. One of the Duggar sisters it's Jessa Seawald, who knows how to keep the cameras and the headlines rolling, juggling YouTube vlogs, home life, and the ongoing scrutiny that comes with belonging to America's most well-known conservative family. Jessa Seawald, who is married to Ben Seawald and already has 5 children, has long been the face of contemporary Duggar motherhood. Jess announced that she was expecting her 6th child in March 2025. She made her revelation with a YouTube video and a charming Instagram post. Fans were both ecstatic and split as she proudly showed off her baby belly with the comment, "Halfway to holding you in our arms." Jess's increasing brood made some people swoon. Others wondered if having 6 kids might be too much at last. The rumors came to an end on July 26, 2025, when Jessa gave birth to a healthy boy and revealed his name in part 4 of her multi-episode vlog. Indeed, Jessa made her delivery and labor a serialized event, posting in chapters that caused fans to fluctuate between rolling their eyes and being glued to their screens. Her supporters commended her for capturing each unvarnished and poignant moment. She was criticized for extending her content to get as many views as possible. Jessa, however, continued to garner attention. She posted an Instagram update a few weeks after Edward's arrival that made many smile and provoked lighthearted teasing. When Jessa shared a picture of her plump baby, she quipped, "15 pounds of cuteness. We've started calling him your royal fatness." Area became bright. While some followers cautioned her against using such a pseudonym, adoring supporters sent laughing emojis. Of course, Jessa is always surrounded with controversy. She returned to YouTube in August 2025 to respond to what she described as offensive remarks regarding the size of her family and her parenting style. She reassured detractors that each child is a gift and that, despite the chaos of raising 6 young children, it is also her greatest joy by speaking calmly but firmly. Baby number 6 wasn't just another member of the SeaWorld staff for Jessa. It demonstrated that she is still one of the most talked about Duggar daughters, capable of transforming private life events into global spectacles. Jinger Duggar has created a life that is almost entirely separate from Arkansas and the always vigilant Duggar compound. Jinger, who lives in Los Angeles with her spouse Jeremy, has emerged as the family's rebellious favorite. The person who substituted quiet with a podcast microphone, switched out denim skirts for jeans, and created a brand based on telling her side of the narrative. She did, however, remind everyone in October 2024 that she is still fundamentally a Duggar. She had gotten pregnant once more. A People exclusive made the announcement. It was announced that Jinger and Jeremy were expecting their 3rd child. Even close relatives were taken aback. In typical Vualo flair, there were no balloons and confetti to spread the news on social media. It was well-proportioned, fashionable, and accompanied by expertly taken images that resembled lifestyle magazines rather than home videos. Finnegan Charles Vualo, the couple's son, was born on March 29, 2025. Another well-planned rollout, an Instagram post, a YouTube vlog, and a well-written press story were used to inform fans of the announcement. While the Jinger sisters were ecstatic about the baby's arrival, Jeremy called the occasion a gift from God. The responses from the fans were telling. Supporters commended Jinger for striking a balance between her independence and the development of her family. People couldn't help but notice how different her strategy was from Jess's. Either Jana's first sincere announcement or serialized vlog stuff. One Reddit member had the perfect summary: Jinger does Vogue instead of Duggar. Despite her efforts to disassociate herself from the fundamentalist portrayal of her childhood, Jinger's experience as a mother demonstrates that she is unable to completely break free from the narrative. Whether she likes it or not, her third child keeps her bound to the family narrative. The Duggar family saga is not always replete with confetti, balloons, and happy endings. Captions on Instagram. In 2024, Jill Duggar Dillard experienced heartbreak that continues to this day. That year, in April, Jill and her husband Derek broke the heartbreaking news that their 4-month-old daughter, Isa Marie, was stillborn. Raw images were included with the announcement. Even her toughest detractors were subdued by Jill's emotions as she held her small kid. The moment was characterized as courageous and gut-wrenching by both media outlets and fans. Jill's readiness to express her sorrow openly touched a nerve in public, especially as it stood in such sharp contrast to the control and seclusion of her parents' society. Jill wrote, "We love and miss you, baby girl." It was straightforward, painful, and incredibly personal rather than cloaked in cliches. Jill celebrated what would have been Isa's first birthday in August 2025. She once again let the public in on her pain when she shared a heartfelt clip on Instagram. The movie featured candles, flowers, and handwritten messages from Remembering. In addition to thanking Jill for her bravery and honesty, fans showered the comments with prayers and sympathy. One remark said, "You're helping more mothers than you'll ever know." Jill's story seems different in light of Jessa's growing brood and Jana's eagerly anticipated first pregnancy. It has nothing to do with gender reveals or baby showers. It's about healing, loss, and the arduous, gradual process of moving on. However, despite her anguish, Jill has managed to transform her suffering into advocacy, publicly discussing pregnancy loss, and reminding people that parenthood isn't always happy but may also be sad at times. Speculation is almost a sport when it comes to Jana Duggar Forsythe. Joy, who is married to Austin Forsythe and already has 3 children, Gideon, Evelyn, and infant Gunnar, seems to start pregnancy rumors with every Instagram picture she makes. A hand resting close to her stomach, a loose-fitting garment. Reddit threads abound with baby number forecasts in a matter of minutes. 4. However, Joy has not declared another pregnancy as of 2025, despite the rumors. Parade and other media have actually taken the time to make it clear that Joy Anna is not expecting at this time. Naturally, that hasn't stopped fans from speculating. Comments poured in when Joy posted pictures of the family's RV living in August. She is nesting once more, and her 4th kid is on the way. Joy's lifestyle decisions are part of what makes her so fascinating. She and Austin have taken a more adventurous and unorthodox route, living part-time in an RV, bringing up children in an active outdoor lifestyle, and sharing their travels on YouTube. Some followers believe that more kids will inevitably join the mix. For others, the idea raises questions about stability, money, and available space. The conjecture reveals more about the Duggar family story than it does about Joy personally. Every interval between pregnancies feels like a question mark in a tribe where parenting is frequently the defining duty. Joy's current priorities include raising 3 children under the age of 7, which is the accomplishment alone is more than sufficient. There aren't many Duggar daughters-in-law that feed rumors like Joseph's wife, Kendra Caldwin Duggar. Kendra, who is now a young mother of 4, has a reputation for announcing new babies quickly, frequently just as her supporters were getting used to the last one. The rumors will continue to swirl just because of that background, and it hasn't slowed down in 2025. Throughout July and August, threads referencing photos from Joy Anna's Instagram flooded Reddits /Duggar snark tales. Under a flowing dress, several perceptive fans claim to have seen what appeared to be a noticeable pregnancy bump. Others contended that it was just a matter of speculative fatigue and camera angle. But the murmurs intensified. Is the 5th baby already on the way? IMDb news feed and fan-run Facebook groups amplified the hypothesis, and entertainment blogs and rumor roundups swiftly took up on the conversation. The conjecture contributes to a larger story. Kendra, who married at the age of 19, is viewed as the quintessential Duggar. Fecundity, and supporters frequently make jokes that she's headed for a number match with Michelle herself. Naturally, neither Kendra nor Joseph have provided an official statement. Their social media accounts are still largely silent, and the story is still firmly in the realm of rumors in the absence of a formal statement. However, in Doug Garland, conjecture can occasionally be just as fascinating as proof. Lauren Swanson Duggar has essentially taken on the role of queen of speculation in the family, if Kendra Caldwin continues to keep the rumor mill going full tilt. Always. Lauren has been under near constant pregnancy watch since she got married in 2018. Her own tragic past contributes to some of that. She and Josiah revealed her miscarriage to the public in 2019, a rare moment of candor that left her admirers devastated and fiercely protective of her. When Jinger shared a vlog in early 2025 that briefly included extended family, rumors concerning Lauren were rekindled. The cafe parent jumped on the bandwagon right once, claiming that the video appeared to prove a fresh baby bump. Theories exploded on Reddit. Screenshots that were grainy were shared. Comments argued over culving and lighting decisions. Additionally, several fans confidently announced that Lauren was expecting another child. However, the truth is hazy. Josiah and Lauren have virtually disappeared from the public eye. They don't use social media very often. Additionally, they haven't expressed any interest in using YouTube as a family journal. In contrast to Jessa or Joy, every small glance feels like a discovery because of that silence, which makes fans want to figure it out. No confirmation has arrived as of yet. That is perceived by some Duggar observers as a conscious effort to maintain secrecy. Some believe it's a tactic to create anticipation. In any case, the Lauren story is stuck in a state of uncertainty, straddling the line between fanfiction and reality, awaiting an eventual or uncertain revelation. Jana Duggar's tale in 2025 is completely different from the many Duggar ladies who are in the news for having